Hello everyone and warm welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well by God's grace. I'm also doing very well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samira and today I am sharing with you this delicious, simplest Bofrot recipe ever. Also known as Togbe. Yeah, very good puff recipe. So let's get into it and let's see how it's done. So these are the ingredients we're going to be needing, okay? I'm using a combination of all-purpose flour and then strong or hard flour. So, and here is my sugar, adding my sugar, salt, right? And my yeast. So you mix them all in. Okay? Then we're going to add the liquids. When you use both types of flour, you realize that the texture is different, it's nicer, it's a bit more chewy and stretchy, okay? So that is why I used it. And I'm making this a very milky Bofrot, okay? So I'm using pineapple flavor here, or whatever flavor that you have, you add some, okay? I said 1 teaspoon, but then I added a little bit just for good measure, you see. So we'll mix all in. First of all, you can use a wooden spoon and then later on you can use your hand. You would need your hand because there's a bit of sort of kneading in a way in this recipe. So I said 200 ml of water, right? But then every flour, reacts or behaves differently when you add liquid to it. So you have to add it little by little to make sure that you have a consistency just as you see in the video. When I said there will be a bit of kneading, that's what you see me do. So it's just beating the batter against your bowl, so against your mixing bowl like that, okay? So if you notice at the beginning, the mixture was rough. So as you beat it, it becomes nice and smooth and it helps activate the gluten in it. So that is why you have to do that. So once you've done that enough and you are satisfied, okay, or you are satisfied, you can just cover it with a damp cloth, okay? But here, as you can see, I'm using a cling film. So you have to set it aside for 1 hour. And it's been an hour and then it is risen nicely, okay? And what I'm going to be doing is mix it to take all the air bubbles out or to get all the air bubbles out, right? Then we're going to be frying. So here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to test how it's going to drop. And because of it, we are making drop. Test to see happy with that. So we move on to frying, and here we have our oil, right? So with Bofrot, right, we need the inside to cook, right, and the outside to brown nicely. So your oil, for starters, shouldn't be too hot, right? What you need to do is to put the back or the tail of your wooden spoon in it. When you see bubbles around it, it means that it's ready. That's what I did with this stick. And then you start to cook. If it's too hot, all the outside or the exterior will start to brown, as you see in the second bit of my frying. Because once you do the first frying, your oil is super hot. So once you add your butter to it, it starts to brown. Okay, if you're not careful, if you don't take it off the fire at that stage, all your Bofrot will either it burns, or if that is when you decide to leave it in for longer, or you take it out earlier and the inside is still fresh butter. So the frying here is really technical. You start on medium, make your oil hot, but then you reduce the heat as you frying it. I hope you get me. My stove hasn't got numbers, and we don't have a universal stove, where I live. So I cannot say put it on 5 or put it on 2. Our Bofrot is done, and as you can see, I have some Awusa cocoa behind me there. That day, I had visitors, and I needed to treat them. And trust me, I did. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.